So let's talk about this. Because after signing Von Bell last night, we might have the best secondary this upcoming season. And hear me out. So we've already talked about, Lou talking about potentially moving Dax Hills' position, right? Because he's really great in coverage, but he's not really that good in run defense. He's not really that great of a tackler, but he's really good at covering, right? He's good at going one-on-one with somebody. He's good at just making sure that the open field is non-existent. And as Lou said, instead of going ahead and trying to work on everything, right, which is run support and better tackling and stuff like that, let's just keep working on what he's good at and perfecting it, which is, again, just vision of the field, vision of where the quarterback's going, knowing what the quarterback's going to do. Dax gets his sophomore year, and I know he's not coming off rookie year, but his sophomore year of starting, okay? He started last year for the first time, and he did pretty damn good. But again, we learned a lot about him. He's more of a coverage safety than a tackling safety slash, a run support safety. That's what I'm trying to say. So I keep turning on my webcam. I keep almost sneezing for some reason. But anyway, we're going to move his position. Because now that we have Von Bell in here, you got to think Jordan Battle becomes the starting strong safety next year. He was an absolute monster last year. Monster and a half. I mean, that might be an understatement. You got Geno Stone as your starting free safety. Tyson Anderson, who's young. He can develop. He can truly blossom this upcoming year if he can stay healthy, knock on wood. Then you got Von Bell behind Jordan Battle, right? Von Bell behind Jordan Battle. Tyson Anderson behind Geno Stone. Right there you got yourself 4 great legendary safeties right now, okay? Then the question becomes, well, where did Dax Hill go? He's going to cornerback. So we've already talked about the fact that we need a cornerback 4, right? And we don't have one. Now, we could go in the draft and sign one. Draft one. We could use a high overall pick on one. Or, and we might, by the way, just a little side note here, we probably should, if not 100% should, draft a cornerback, maybe like in the 5th or 6th round, depending on how this works with Dax Hill. Because we can move him to the slot, which honestly, he plays better in the slot, Dax Hill, than anything. So move him to a slot, to the, move him to the slot, and now you have DJ Turner on one side, on the outside, Cam Taylor-Britt on the other outside. Obviously, the other slot, you have Mike Hilton, who is a slot cornerback. This could be one of the best defenses. Well, I'd say this could be one of the best secondaries. I think it would be really great defense. But this might be one of the best secondaries of next season. Especially because we have a last place schedule. And again, everything goes together, okay? I want to go ahead and preface this enough. Everything kind of fills together and, kind of concretes together here because the fact that, it's like we have a weak schedule. We're not going to play that great competition, but all these things are going to work out very well. Now, let me go ahead and talk about the next point, okay? Von Bell, right? And I know you might say, well, I know I saw some people all really excited that we got him back. I'm excited we got him back. There are some people who are like, I don't know. It's, if anything, right? I'm not saying Von Bell is going to go out there and put up 17 interceptions and have the greatest season of all time. What it gives us is a couple things, okay? One, veteran leadership. Teaching these young guys, where Geno Stone, he's only 25, okay? He's young. He is a young guy. You got Dax Hill, who's young, who's second year starting in the NFL. Jordan Battle, coming off a rookie season that was amazing. Tyson Anderson, also young. You got Von Bell, who's able to teach and help grow all of these safeties, right? Even if we move Dax to the cornerback position, it doesn't matter. He's still being helped, and there's still communication with Von Bell. Same thing with Cam Taylor-Britt, who's young. DJ Turner, who's young. It's nice to have a good veteran presence in that secondary. That's going to help us out drastically. Number 2 is communication. The problem we had last season with our secondary was they weren't able to communicate as well. And that's going to happen when you lose Jesse Bates and Von Bell in free agency. When you lose 2 really great veteran leaders who can communicate and structure a defense, you're going to have a lot of growing pains when you lose those guys. That's something that we're now getting back with Von Bell. And again, I wish I could say we're also getting back with Jesse Bates, but it's not going to happen. I mean, I'm just saying, Falcons, you want T. Higgins? No, we're not gonna start pimping out T. Higgins to every single team. I'm just saying, but Jesse Bates would be really cool to have back. At this point, we just don't even. You know what? At this point, when it's the 2000 Ravens or like with the old Bears defense, where it's just like we don't score anything on offense, we just score on defense. we just win games on defense. But as I was saying, this is going to be a dangerous secondary to play. And with the Steelers, their receiving core and their offense kind of a mess. And I listen, okay, Steelers fans, I'm not trying to have you guys catch every stray possible, but it's kind of hard to not when you look at the rest of the AFC North. But I will say the Ravens receivers aren't really that scary either. So other than Zay Flowers. He is kind of scary. But outside of Zay Flowers, the Ravens receivers aren't really scary anyway, right? And then Cleveland. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. They're building themselves a Frankenstein monster, and I don't like it. The other 2 teams, though, we play 4 times next year. Those are going to be games where I feel like our secondary can do very well. I'm not saying our defensive line is going to do very well because we played Derrick Henry twice. But for our secondary, we should be fine. We have a couple other games we play, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the schedule here. And again, keep in mind, I'm going based off last season, and I do want to kind of preface this because it is very important here. Bengals, what are the opponents? So I want to preface this by saying that it is very important to make the distinction that every year teams are different. So what last year looks like is not what this upcoming season, the teams will look like. By the way, we don't play the Texans again outside of the playoffs until 2026. Just a little side note, because the Texans look good. Their secondary is not scary. They're creating a Frankenstein. Their secondary is not scary. They don't really have a quarterback, / they're getting rid of the the wide receiving core. Let me correct myself. I meant receiving core, not secondary. Their receiving core is not scary. Frankenstein, not scary. Not scary. I don't know what the heck they're doing over there, but Devontae Adams, I feel bad for you. Frankenstein. Nah, not scared at all. I don't know what to feel about this one. Not scared, though. Unless they get T. Higgins or they get Justin Jefferson. Not scared. Frankenstein, not scared. They're finding a way to mess it up. Irv Smith. They got rid of Mike Williams. That's all I really care about. Keenan Allen's old. And they got rid of Austin Eckler. Not scared at all. Not scared at all. And DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley. They're good. That's my point. We might have the best secondary next year, and it's not 100% because of the fact that we just, are going to be like the craziest secondary possible. The point is, we're going to have a very easy schedule with the fact that we have a very good now, growing secondary. So it's going to be a very scary team to play. See you guys next one. Peace out.